Okay, so this video is geared towards talking about one of the key audience theories. Whenever you're asked to discuss audience in relation to a media text, this theory would be useful in helping you do that. This particular theory is known as Uses and Gratification theory. So, first of all, what is it? Uses and Gratification theory is invented by two people called Balmer and Katz. What they set out to do was to figure out a way that you could categorize media products by what they offered to their audience. They actually came up with 4 different categories, and we're going to go through them now. So the first is entertainment. So any media product that is simply created to entertain, to give its audience a sense of pleasure through enjoyment, would be classed as entertainment according to Uses and Gratification theory. A perfect example of this would be Spider-Man, which came out this summer. It's a very entertaining movie that people will have gone to see for a sense of enjoyment and escapism. So you would say that this product was created for entertainment. The second category is information. This is essentially any media product that supplies information to the audience member. Essentially, what you want to be thinking to yourself is, will the audience member walk out from watching, listening, or reading this media text having learnt something factual from it? A perfect example of this would be BBC News. Obviously, news bulletins are designed to inform its audience about events around the world, so it provides them with information. The third category is slightly more complicated. Now, this is known as personal relationships. This is essentially any product that allows people to improve or build upon any friendships or relationships they have with their peers. So an example of this would be EastEnders. Now, the popular show EastEnders is very often discussed around workplaces, around schools, amongst friends, essentially. So the means here is that if someone watches EastEnders and then goes to school or goes to their workplace and talks about it with their friends, it becomes a conversation topic. It will help enhance their relationship with their friends. Hence, it will reinforce their personal relationships. Now, the last one is personal identity. This essentially is any media product that allows someone to essentially reinforce their own sense of self, their own identity, via consuming it or via making other people aware that they have consumed it. Now, rather than give an example of one specific product, what I would talk about is my own personal music collection. I have that in pride of place in my living room, and I know that someone who looks at that collection might be able to glean some information about my personality from it, because of my taste of music essentially provides them with information about my personality. This can apply obviously to DVD collections and things like that, but also to individual products. Someone who is into a particular type of band, you could probably tell a little bit about their personal identity from the fact they enjoy it. So how do we apply this theory in practice? Essentially, what you need to do is look at any given media product and identify which use or gratification is provided for it. So, as the examples I've given there, they all show what quality is provided by it. The one thing that's important to remember is many products will meet multiple forms of use or gratification. So what this means is that, for example, the show Planet Earth 2, which I think is absolutely fantastic. If you haven't seen it, I strongly recommend it. It's a nature documentary where they film wildlife living its life, essentially. But what this does is it informs us, it provides us with information as it informs us about the lives of these animals. But also, because of the way it's edited and the way it's shown and its content itself, is also entertaining. So Planet Earth 2, through Uses and Gratification theory, entertains and informs its audience. So the key here is to try and recognize which use or gratification or uses or gratifications are provided by each product.